Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me for this class, which is going to be day one of my 7 days of morning yoga. So this is going to be a week long of morning practices, little yoga flows that are going to set you up for the day, that are going to ease out any tightness in the body from your night of sleep, and just get you out of your mind and into your body so that you can find stillness and peace that you can take with you into your day. Day one is both on my YouTube and my subscription page. The rest of the 6 days will just be on my subscription page, which you can find below. It's $4.99 for the month, and you get 5 brand new videos every week, apart from this week where you've got 7. So follow that link below and you can check it out. This is an invitation for you to join me for the week. So don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to stay updated. I am still posting 1 new video every single week on here, and leave me a comment below. Without further ado, grab your mat, grab your coffee, grab your tea, and we'll go and get started. So we are going to begin our yoga practice in our child's pose at the end of the mat. And make this a nice relaxed child's pose. So with every exhale, just start to soften the body. Let the forehead sink into the mat. Let any tension from the face melt away. Let the shoulders round. Let the hips sink to the heels. And with every inhale, just bring your awareness into the present moment. So your mind is here with you on the mat. And set an intention to keep it here as you move through this practice. Aware of the breath, aware of all the sensations that arise in the body. Bringing all of your energy away from the external world and bringing it inwards. On your next inhale, just start to walk the fingertips forward so that you make this child's pose a little more active. Elbows are lifted, and just find 3 more rounds of the breath here. Your next inhale draws you into tabletop, just warming up through the spine. Inhale, belly drops down as the chest opens, bringing all of your awareness through the back. Exhaling to round, we'll take a little pause each time. Inhale, belly drops, chest opens. Exhale to round. One more inhale. And exhale to round. Finding a neutral spine. Right arm lifts, opening up towards the side. Stack the shoulders and just look up towards that right thumb. As you exhale, thread your needle, dropping down to the right shoulder and the right side of the head. If you can, extend up and over with your left arm, maybe even lifting onto your left fingertips or bringing your left palm onto a block. Taking deep breaths into the upper body and into the shoulder. And slowly draw that left hand underneath the left shoulder. And inhale, we reach up again. And exhale to lower. Inhale, left arm lifts. Stack the shoulders, look up towards that left thumb. And exhale to thread your needle again. Same thing on this side, you can extend your right arm up and overhead, maybe even lifting onto fingertips. Breathing into the upper back and the shoulder, wherever you might be feeling that tightness. And slowly draw the right hand in. Inhale, reach up again. Looking up towards that left thumb. Exhale to lower all the way down. Tuck the toes underneath, and on your next exhale, finding downward facing dog. Take your time to pause in your down dog. Start to bring some movement into the legs, just lifting the heels up and down one at a time. Noticing how they feel this morning. On your next inhale, allowing your right leg to lift behind you for three-legged dog, and just press down through that left heel. Melting the chest towards the thigh. Slow and with control, step your right foot between the hands and lower all the way down to the left knee. We're going to interlace our fingers together and lift up and out of the hip crease, pressing the palms up towards the ceiling. On our exhale, we're going to lean in towards the sides. We find that stretch all the way through the left side. Inhale brings us back to center. And then exhale, we push the palms away as we round the spine and tuck the chin to the chest, stretching into the front of the hip and into the psoas. 2 more. Inhale, lift the arms up. We stay lifted out of the hip crease the whole time, so we're not resting down here. We've got that gap between the hip and the thigh. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to push away and round into the upper back. 1 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lean to that right side. Inhale to center. Exhale to push away with the palms one last time. And this time we take the palms, rest them onto the top of that right thigh. And this time we sink into the hip crease, but we lean over the leg. So you've got a nice neutral spine. You're resting onto the top of the right thigh. Take some deep breaths here, finding more of a stretch into the front and the inside of the hips. And slowly release the hands down to the inside of the right foot as we walk it to the edge of the mat for our lizard pose. And you can stay up on the hands, or you might be able to drop down to the left forearm first, and then maybe that right forearm. That right knee wants to drop away, you can turn onto the edge of the foot but without rolling the ankle. I'm going to stay here for a few rounds of the breath, just relaxing into the exhale. Breathing into any discomfort as long as there's no pain that arises in the body. And from here you might choose to reach back, staying on that left forearm as you find your left foot. Or you might choose to come up onto the left hand and then see if you can reach back for the left foot, finding a deep stretch into the quad. And you can use a strap, you can hold the bottom of your leggings or socks, or you can actually just make this active and draw that left heel in without reaching it, and you'll probably still find that stretch into the front of the quad, but try not to get cramp here. We're going to stay here for a few more rounds of the breath, relaxing the hips down and letting the body soften on the exhale. Well done. Slowly letting go of the back foot. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Slowly draw the hips back just to release. And then from here, tuck the back toes underneath if they're not already. Lift the knee up and off the mat. We're going to step back into our down dog. And if you need to just reset here, walk the dog out, release the legs. And we switch sides. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. And again, we want to press down through the right heel. Finding that lovely stretch all the way through the back of the leg. Slowly plant the left foot between the hands. Lower down to the right knee. Again, we interlace the fingers together, lift up and out of the hip crease. Press the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. This time as you exhale, leaning in towards the left side. Inhale draws you back to center. And exhale pushes the palms away as you round into the upper back and tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale to lift. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. And exhale to round. Finding one more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Last time, exhale to round. Slowly let the hands rest onto the top of the left thigh as you sink into the hips, leaning forward, releasing the back toes if they're not already. Let your weight be heavy. Relax as much as you can into the lower body here. And slowly bring the hands to the inside of the left foot and walk the left foot to the edge of the mat for our lizard. Again, you can take this wherever you wish, maybe to one forearm, maybe down to both forearms. Left knee can fall away. Staying completely present with the body and the breath. Guiding the mind back into the present moment whenever you notice that it has wandered. Maybe from here you choose to reach back for that right foot. Or again, you can lift up onto the right hand. Or as I said before, just drawing that right foot in, see if you can find a stretch into your quad. Using all the props if you need them. Relaxing the hips down. Send your breath into the front of that right quad with every exhale. And slowly releasing. Bringing the hands, coming back up onto the hands, tuck the back toes underneath, lift up the knees, step back into our last downward facing dog. And take a moment just to walk that dog out one last time. And then send the gaze towards the hands. Slowly start to walk those feet halfway up the mat. You can bend the knees. You can lift onto fingertips. Feet stay hips distance apart. Bring a soft bend into the knees, and we're finding our ragdoll. So hold the elbows. Let the crown of the head drop. Just take some big deep breaths here. Completely letting go of the back, the shoulders, the arms, the neck, the head. With every breath out. Maybe even welcoming in a little bit of movement. Just find one more big breath here. And I'm just going to turn sideways on, but you can stay at the top facing lengthways on the mat. We're going to heel toe the feet a little bit wider. So you want your heels to be on the edges of the mat and the toes turned out. We're slowly going to sit down into our yogi squat. You can sit onto blocks or bring a cushion underneath the sitting bones if this is challenging. You want to draw the palms together, lift the chest towards the thumbs. We're trying to create that straight line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. See if you can close the eyes here, gently pressing the elbows to the insides of the knees to help open up the hips. Just find some deep abdominal breaths. And you have an option to either stay here, or you can open up the arms. So extend the left arm, left fingers in front of the left toes. Inhale, right arm lifts. Keep the right knee pressing back as you look up towards the right thumb. You can stay open through the arms or find a half bind. Top arm reaches around the back, or full bind, hugging around the left knee, spinning the chest open towards the right side. Returning back to center. If you found that bind or that opening on the left side, finding it on the right side. Keep that left knee pressing back, chest spinning open. Slowly coming back to center. Gently from here, making your way down to seated. So however that's easiest for you. We're going to extend the left leg out to the side. So we're in almost a straddle position, the hips are open. Left leg out to the side, right knee is bent. We're going to find a side stretch. So you can bring your left hand to the inside of the left leg as you sweep your right arm up and over. We want to stay open through the chest, keep that right shoulder drawing back. From here, you might want to drop down to the forearm. Or if you want to go a little further, you can actually extend your left arm over to the right side. As you drop your left shoulder down to the inside of the left leg, reach that right arm up and over to find the left toes. And if you do that, you want to spin your chest open underneath the arm. Stay open through the chest. Wherever you are in this pose, we're going to stay here for 5 rounds of the breath. Thinking of finding that gentle stretch through the side, nothing too intense. Slowly release. Let the right arm come down first, tense the core, and then draw up on an inhale. And switching sides. Again, just see how this pose feels. Decide how far you want to take it. Maybe play around with extending that right arm to the left side, dropping your right shoulder to the inside of the right leg, and reaching those left fingers for the right toes. Remembering to spin open the chest and draw the left shoulder back. 5 rounds of the breath, breathing into the side body. Slowly bring that left arm down. Tense the core. Inhale brings you back up. Last pose, extend the left leg out so we're in our straddle. Let the hands come to the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flex the feet. Keep the knees pointing up towards the ceiling and slowly start to tilt forward and back, keeping a straight spine. Active through the legs. Is this position of tilting the top of the hips forward and the tailbone behind us, which is where we want to fold from, which is going to help us go much deeper into our wide leg forward fold. So just stopping at the point where you feel that stretch into the hips and drawing back up. Find a couple more. And then on your last tilt, hold it. And then from this position, start to walk the hands out in front. Maybe coming to the forearms. Bringing the hands to a block. Or maybe you can come all the way down to the mat, even extending the arms out to the side. Except wherever your body is here, if you're resting to the side of the head, you can switch to the other side eventually. Let's find 5 breaths here and then 5 breaths on the other side. Or just 10 breaths if you are upright. As long as you're feeling that stretch into the inside of the thighs and the inner hips. If your head is tilted, switch to the side. Slowly walk the hands in. Well done, that's quite an intense pose for the morning. Slowly draw the legs in, let them cross. Bring the hands to the heart center. Allowing your next inhale to lengthen the spine. And your next exhale, maybe a big sigh out through the mouth to relax the body. Take a moment to notice how your body feels. How it feels to have allowed the energy to move through the body. To clear out tension from not just the muscles but also the mind. And take any feelings of calm or of peace or of release with you. Let them join you as you head into your day. And before we go, take a moment to find gratitude. Just 3 things in your life that you feel truly grateful for. Allowing this to lift the mood, the vibration of your being. Send that gratitude to yourself for taking this time out of your morning, devoting it to both the mind and body. Bow the head to the heart. Namaste.